everybody, welcome back to another episode of OverVoice Season 3, and today I have the lovely Vera Tan joining us today. Vera, would you like to introduce yourself, my friend?
Hi, I'm Vera. I'm a Singaporean Australian voiceover artist and singer, and I also draw and sew and do a bunch of other stuff for hobbies. But yeah, it's lovely to be here. Thanks for having me.
No worries, thanks for coming on. But yeah, first and foremost, just wanted to get out of the way. What got you into voiceover and how's your voice acting journey been so far?
Oh, good question actually. It's
Okay.
really funny because I was not allowed to watch live action TV show as a kid. Like, would you believe me? Like, I was literally banned from watching Hannah Montana, but I could watch like Del Toro Quest and Del Toro Quest and like Dragon Ball and all these things, but not Hannah Montana. It was very
Honestly, you're not missing out.
everyone at school's I know I'm not missing out. That's the fun part, isn't it? Because everyone at school is just like, "Oh my God, did you see the new Hannah Montana episode?" And I'm just like, "Have you guys seen the new Dragon Ball episode?"
Yes, my guy.
Yeah, so I don't know. I've always been much more into like animation and stuff as well, and that definitely plays into the art side as well. Because if you look at my art style, it's very much like there's no realism whatsoever, just vibes. So I guess I've always been like, oh, to me, I don't really have as much interest in like on-camera actors and like all these huge name on-screen actors. But the minute someone drops like a voice actor name, I'm just like, Miyano Mamoru? Hello? The legend? Yeah, so I don't know. I have a lot more recognition for that. Like the reaction that people have to like the name Tom Cruise or whatever, I'll have to like Steve Bloom. And I'm like, Steve Bloom? You know, that kind of thing.
Hell yeah.
So I guess it's always been in the back of my head. And since I started going to like singing lessons and stuff when I was like 4, I've always had like the thing in my voice to do things with it. So when I was like 18, I had thought about it on and off since I was like 13, but I didn't want to do it at home because I was too embarrassed. I was like, ain't no way this is happening. So I waited like 5 whole years. And then after that, my friend was like, hey, have you ever tried it? And I was like, good question. No. And I do have control of my own money now.
True.
So, yeah, that's it. I was like, I have adult money to spend on adult things. So that's how it ended up happening. I just did like a few small indie projects and stuff from yeah, I started August 2021. So it's actually almost 3 years. Yeah, it's like 2.8, 2.9-ish years at this point. So it's like,
Damn, you're
dang.
using decimals?
Um,
Goddamn. Hell yeah.
oh shush.
I mean, as of
I
as
don't know.
of
I feel
as of recording this, it will be hopefully 3 years, but it depends when this comes out. But yeah, it depends.
yeah, I mean as of release it might be. I started in August, so maybe it will be. Who knows? But things have gone pretty fast since then. Like I did my first like studio indie game in January of 2022. They're about like January, February. So I was like 6-ish months in. Like
Nice.
I had to leave my mic during like the entire 2 months of November and December. So I was like suffering that entire time. I was just like,
Oh,
I need it. So those 2 months I didn't do anything. So when I got back into it, I was just like, oh, I'm gonna do this. So I sent out how many auditions did I send out that year? That's a good question, actually. I have the numbers because I'm very
oh my god.
organized.
Oh yeah.
No, I have the numbers. So in 2021, I auditioned 86 times. And in 2022, I auditioned 754 times.
Oh my god. It's like
So yeah,
wow. Okay.
2022, I went like crazy, crazy. I auditioned for like everything in sight. I think yeah, the biggest booking of that year was definitely the AFK Arena anime. I was just like,
True.
yo, I'm only
Please tell me you read the specs
eight.
for every like
Of
700
course I of
auditions you
course I
did.
No, I did. I
Okay,
did.
good,
I
good.
read very quickly because I was like that one kid who would finish like multiple books in a day. Like I was a book
Oh,
kid.
you were that good.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, if you're
Okay, so you're
Australian,
so you're
I
cool.
won the Premier's Reading Challenge.
Oh damn, that means you're epic and cool.
It means I'm a fucking nerd.
Yeah, it means you're epic and cool. Did I stutter? No.
Yeah, fair enough. Now I read pretty quick, so that's not really much of an issue for me. But yeah, I went crazy that year. I did the AFK Arena anime. Definitely booked a couple of things that I couldn't talk about until like later. Like what else? What else? There were a couple of indie games that I was like really, really happy about. I did a lot of game jams that year as well. It's just like, oh dang. But yeah, things have gone really fast. Randomly I got into the watch of Glitch Productions, and as you know,
Mm.
that culminated in Digital Circus.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes,
episode 2
sir.
released in, was it May? Oh my god. Time is
Yeah,
fake.
I think it was
It
May.
released in
Yeah.
May, and I was just like, oh, people don't hate me. That's so sick.
I mean, they didn't hate you before, right? So why would they hate you now?
No, they didn't. I don't know. Because, like, most of the projects that I had worked on just generally didn't have as many eyes on them as Digital Circus. Like, Digital Circus
Yeah.
is the one where, like, everyone watched it. I had friends in real life who are, like, really, really, really huge fans of the show and, like, all of these things. And my friend went to Japan and saw a Digital Circus pop-up store in Japan just randomly, unplanned. And I was just like, okay. So I was a little bit nervous about that. Yeah, I mean, as long as the people watching episode 2 enjoyed my character, I don't mind. It's chill. But like, I get stressed very easily, so
No, that's fair enough.
it was very
I remember when
nerve-wracking.
you made the announcement. I was on a voice call with one of my friends one of my friends, and she was like, "Oh my god, Vera is in Digital Circus." I'm like, "What?" Because this is during the time when we were working on your short film we did a while ago. So I
Oh
was like,
yeah, my
"Oh
marketing assignment.
yeah." So I was like, "Oh my god, what the fuck? Holy shit! Oh my god, Vera, congratulations, congratulations! There's gonna be so much porn, but congratulations."
Oh no, don't remind me. Sometimes when I go onto Twitter still, I'll like refresh the media section, right? And then it has like
Oh god.
Loolilalu porn, and I'm just like, I do not see. I do not see.
I've sent you some of like the YouTube like cringe shorts.
No, the YouTube thirst traps are crazy. I did not know. I did not know
20
people
million
would like
views
her.
on one. That is insane.
Stop. Stop. I don't
That
want
is
to. I don't
so
want to
insane
see.
to me.
I don't want to see. Like, look, okay, like as a kid, yeah, I was such like a huge fandom person. Like, I did fan art. I think I mentioned this in the Loolilalu speed paint video where I drew her and I was like, "Thanks,
Mm,
I love you all so much." All of that stuff. I am really deep into fandom culture. Like, I grew up around it.
yeah.
I think it's only natural. And like, the fact that I understand the culture so much and then coming into it from the perspective of being part of production is so weird. You don't even know.
I don't. You're
It's
right. Ah,
it's so weird. It's so weird because like when you're a kid, when you're like 13, 12, 13, 14 and you're just like, "Oh my god, XYZ person worked on this project that is my entire life. I love them forever." It's like it's such a weird thing to be somewhat like obviously I'm not the main character or anything, but it's like being on the receiving end of it is kind of crazy. I
hey,
can't
now,
lie,
there's no,
because
no no such thing as a
yeah.
small role, and knowing how
Yeah.
much people love Loolilalu a little too much sometimes,
Little
it's definitely
little
not a
too
small role.
much. No,
you know.
I saw it coming. The minute Digital Circus came out, I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be like one of those shows." I just know. Not in a bad way, in a really, really good way. It's just
Yeah.
gonna be one of those shows that people just remember. And even if they see it once, they're like, "Oh, I recognize that thing." And I definitely saw that a lot because like people I know, oh, people I met during like I sell art at conventions and stuff. And I was selling prints of her because I was like, if no one's gonna make merch of her, I will.
You know what? Fair enough.
Yeah,
Um.
so and then people are just like, "Oh my god, you voiced her, that's so cool, it's like my favorite show," and I'm just like,
Aw.
"Really?" Yeah, and a couple of people, it wasn't intended, and I wasn't expecting it at all, but someone was just like, a bunch of people like, "Oh, can you take photos with us and stuff?" And I was just
Aw,
like,
that's so sweet. Because
"It's so wholesome,"
you
but I'm
also
also like,
you also cosplayed as Loolilalu as well in that day.
I
So
had the dress. It's like an inspired outfit. I was gonna wear it tonight, but it's like really cold.
I was gonna
And
say like
it's like a sleeveless dress kind of. Like
because I
it's the
saw it, I
sheet
was
the
like,
sleeves are
holy.
totally
How did
sheer.
you wear it for, like that whole fucking day? Like, goddamn, it looks like so heavy to like walk around in.
Oh, no, not really. I love vintage fashion, so most of my clothes are kind of like that.
Not fair enough,
See, really
honestly.
interestingly, someone also made a page on the Digital Circus wiki of me, like not of my character, just specifically
Of Vera
just
Tan.
specifically of me. Yeah. And it's like the one picture that exists of me where I'm not wearing aggressively like vintage clothing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so now everyone's gonna be like, oh, she's like pretty normal. And then they're gonna see literally any other picture of me and they're like, why is she wearing a French beret and a princess cut coat?
Hey, man, people can wear whatever the fuck they want. Don't let
They
them.
do, but I feel like it's really funny. I feel like a lot of people don't expect that I dress formally all of the time. Like today, I went out of my way to dress very casually. This is
Oh yeah.
casual for me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know. We literally did the class this morning, and we were both in PJs. So like,
Oh no, yeah, we were
whatever.
bothbecause it's 3 a.m. Okay, we have an excuse.
Hey, it was
And
5
also,
a.m. for me,
apparently,
by the
mine
way.
didn't look like PJs. Shh. I
Fine, it's
don't
okay.
know what's
I'm
worse, 3 a.m. or 5 a.m. You have to stay up until 3 a.m., but you have to wake up at 5
See,
a.m.
the thing is, I went to sleep at 12 and I woke up at 4, which was a horrible idea.
Oh my gosh.
So
No, that's a terrible. I would have slept at like 8, and I think I would have naturally woken up at about 3 a.m.
I
So I think
can't
that works
sleep at
out.
8. I can't. It has to be like the earliest I'll go to nowadays is like 10:30, maybe even 9:30. But like I can't do 8 unless I'm like blackout drunk or something.
Oh no, that makes sense. I think the last time I slept at 8 was after that convention where like because usually at conventions it's already tiring enough to sell because you're just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do all this inventory stuff really quick. But then like adding on top signing and it has to look nice. Like, oh my god, this is the most stressful thing on the planet. But people like pay money for a thing that you have to do on the spot and it has to look nice. And I'm just like, I don't want to do like a shitty signature for you. Okay. So all of that stress plus like the photo taking is not stressful in the moment, but like it's like, oh, I have to be nice. I have to look nice for people as well now. Like
Oh
all of
man,
that combined
I
with
have
the
to be
talking
nice to
combined,
people. Oh man.
you're so okay. You know what I mean? I have to look pretty for people. I can't just be like for every picture, you know. It's like that'd be stupid, that'd be dumb, that'd be kind of mean. I had to be
Mean.
like
It's
nice
your
and
face, dude.
proper.
It's not me.
I mean, I can't just like make a face, you know. If you're gonna keep me in a photo on your phone and you're like a complete stranger, I'm gonna make sure I look at least nice in it so that
They're
you
like
don't look
people.
and be like, why is she looking like
I have a
that?
couple friends who like it's like their thing where they just don't smile in pictures. Like every photo we take, there's like they're not smiling at all. You know, it's just like deadpan straight. It's like and it's
No, I get that. I get that. But if you're excited to meet me, of course I'm gonna be excited back. What the
hell
hell?
yeah.
Otherwise it's just kind of mean. I don't know. I'm definitely not used to being on the receiving end of it, and I feel like I'm really young to be on the receiving end of it. Like, I'm 21. I'm the same. I'm a year younger than you, I think.
Yeah, I'm
Because
22,
you're,
so yeah.
yeah. I'm like a year younger, and like the fact that there are some people who are just like, oh my god, you're so cool. I'm just like,
It's you know what's
I'm
funny?
just a
I think
stupid college kid.
you know what's funny? I think you might be like the second youngest person I've interviewed on this
Oh
channel.
wait, who else did you interview? I'm curious.
So Nassim is probably the youngest. I think he's like
Wait,
19,
how old is
20. I
this?
think he's like 19,
No
20. I don't remember
way! Oh my
exactly.
gosh. Wait, that's sick. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that's great.
Yeah, everyone else is older than I am, so this is actually kind of new for me. Like, this is what
This
how
is
much
rare.
I tell the other people. Yeah, this is real. Like, fuck. I feel old. My back is hurting. I can't walk anymore. I I, I have to eat porridge every day.
You have to eat porridge every day.
You know, nah. But like going off of that for Digital Circus, like, because you've done AFK Arena.
Yeah.
We're
Someone remembered. They were just like, "Oh, you were in the AFK Arena anime too," without me bringing it up, and I was like, "You know?
hell
You
yeah,
remember? You
fan.
remember 2022?"
They're fans. Hell
Like,
yeah.
I don't know. When I meet people and they recognize my work, I always have the tendency to assume that they only recognize me from Digital Circus.
I mean, it's
Like
understandable,
yeah,
you know, because
just by
like,
pure virtue of that project being as big as it is, I
mm,
always have the I forget that people have a memory. That's crazy.
that's insane.
That's I forget that people can remember me from Ready or Not
Yeah,
or even some of the other indie titles I've done. I say, forgetting all of them instantaneously as soon as I go to think of them.
that means canonically you've never had a memory this entire time. I'm surprised you remembered my name, to be honest.
No, my memory is so bad, and when people ask me things, I instantly forget everything, which is
Oh yeah,
great, really.
oh yeah. What's your name? What's your name?
Vera?
Oh, congrats! No, you got memory.
Oh my
See,
god.
see, myth busted. Let's go.
Yeah,
But
Mythbusters, but yeah, AFK. Oh yeah, my cousin watched AFK Arena for a year and didn't know it was me. and it was so funny because I don't really contact her all that much. Like we're not super close, but sometimes she will. And she video called me, and I saw in her like save to watch later the AFK Arena episode, and I was just like, wait, can you click on that? And she does, and it's like the exact episode I'm in. And there's quite a few episodes of that AFK Arena anime. There's over 10, which is enough. Why is there sound on the Digital Circus page? But yeah, I was just like, do you know that I am in that? And she was like, you're in that? And I was like, so you didn't know? Like, it will be people know too much or people don't know enough. There's never a nice in the middle. whenever stuff like this happens.
I imagine for Loolilalu and all that stuff for Digital Circus, you know, I mean, as of right now, it is probably like the biggest right now, because like last time I checked, it was like on 73 million views for episode 2. It might be higher now, but like
it's probably. I'm stressed. I'm gonna check. I'm stressed.
Oh yeah, look. Okay, everybody.
Girl is stressed.
We're getting the facts straight from the source.
TDAC episode 2. How many are there now? Oh, there's 97 million.
Oh, that's close to 100 million.
There's 97. That's so many people. Okay, for context, I live in Australia, yeah. There's 25 million people in Australia.
Oh, dude, there's like 5 million people in New Zealand, you know, so.
Yeah, that's like 4 times the population of the entire nation that I live in.
That's insane.
I can't fathom the numbers. I'm sorry I'm going on about Loolilalu so much. Like, I do so much other stuff aside from her,
your character,
obviously.
man. Don't apologize.
But it's so, I don't know. It's hard for me to imagine. Does that make sense? It's such a...
Yeah.
And for the pilot as well, 300 million? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, trying to put those numbers in my head doesn't work. Because that's the population of... Oh, what's the population of Europe? Like, maybe not counting Russia. Population of Europe, because I know the U.S. is about...
is Russia in Europe? I didn't know that.
Part of Russia is considered Europe-ish, but like the bulk of it rests in Asia. So it's a bit... There's like a mountain ranges where it cuts off in Russia, where they consider that part of Russia.
See, I thought it was its own
Europe,
I thought it was its own like separate land, you know. So like I didn't know that.
What? Wait, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like I thought it was like its own
not
thing.
the population of Europe. Maybe the UK.
I feel like UK would be higher, right?
What do you want about? What? Okay, the population of Europe is like 700 and something million. Okay, the UK has 66 million people. If you just round it down to 50 and then times 2, that's like the views for Digital Circus. And I'm just like... And if you look at the pilot, that's 5 times the entire population of the UK. And the UK is like... It's got a lot of people. There's so many people. I still can't wrap my head around it. Is there like a nation that has exactly a population of 97 million people that I can wrap my head around?
I'm sure there is. You know,
because
it's definitely not fucking India. You gotta
no a bit
longer than that.
Nah. If anything I was ever even like a tiny little part of had a billion views, a billion downloads, plays, whatever, I'm not real anymore. I'd just like collapse into a little neutron star and then you'd never hear from me ever again.
Damn.
That's too many people. 100 million people's already enough.
Yeah, fair enough. Honestly, a mil is a lot of people in and of itself.
Even a million, 1 million. Hell, if something that I'm in gets like 1,000 views, 1,000 downloads, I'm already like, that's 1,000 people. So you can imagine my surprise when I booked Loolilalu like a year before, and then the teaser came out in October, and then everyone liked it and it blew up. And I went from like, oh, I recorded about it, time to forget about it till the NDA runs out, to not being allowed to forget for like 7 months. Someone just asked me if the entire cast records in the same room, and I was like,
oh, I wish.
No.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool, but no. That would be very cool. It would be super cool. But I don't think, I don't think that's how it works at all. And this is a pretty obvious part about production. So that's fine. Don't worry.
Okay.
If it's something I couldn't say, I would know. It's okay. Do not worry about it.
That's true.
But yeah, I was like, man,
man,
if we could, it'd be nice. But I think the cast for Digital Circus is mostly US, right?
yeah, pretty sure. Yeah.
It's already hard enough to arrange a time as is, let alone the schedules of how many people were in that episode. We had Jack, we had Hamish, we had me. All of us are in basically South Australia might have a different time zone. Okay, so it might be 2 different time zones so far. And then we have people, I think, on the east, mostly on the west coast, maybe on the east. So that's already 5 different time zones.
Oh
Like
shit.
that's a lot of coordination to do. You know what I mean? So no, not possible, unfortunately. Very cool in concept. Would love to do it someday for another project, maybe.
No, we'll see. Well, you probably will at some point, knowing you. So,
I
fingers
don't
crossed,
know. I
man.
don't know about that, man. We can be optimistic, but let's not be too delusional here.
Hey now, like I've gotten so far because I've been delusional. It's you have no idea.
Delulu is the Salulu.
I've not been realistic once in this entire fucking journey. I've been praying.
Maybe I should try it. Maybe I should try not being realistic whatsoever. I feel like I'm too realistic sometimes.
I mean,
Uh,
that might be a good thing because sometimes, like in the past, I used to be like really ambitious, and I still am ambitious, but like I would like
you have more grounded ambitions. Maybe that's the way you want
maybe,
to
but like
describe it.
maybe, but
Maybe.
like sometimes I do have like some ambitions, that might take a while, and I get pissed off and I would get pissed off. I don't get pissed off about it now, but I would get pissed off if it wasn't like accomplished like right now. But like I think since like March, I've been like going to therapy and stuff. I won't go too into detail with it, but like I've been
Yeah,
able
that's
to like
chill.
I've been able to like pretty much accept you know like what I have done and what I'm capable of doing, and I should be proud of that. So like when
Yeah,
people,
exactly.
you know,
That's what I'm saying. You've done so many cool things, man. Like,
oh, thank you.
dang it.
But like it's so because it's for me as well. It's like I can't really fathom that shit because like I was doing like Lord of the Rings, Power Rangers, but like what the fuck? I never grew up on either of those things, so like I don't really know.
Yeah, you
But like,
lucky, you lucky bitch. I watched the Lord of the Rings movies when I was like 7. I read all the books, plus The Hobbit, plus the Silmarillion when I was like
ooh,
10. Like, dude, I love Lord of the Rings. What the heck?
see, I started with Lord of the Rings technically the right way because I started watching The Hobbit when it came out in cinemas. So and then
Yeah, that makes sense.
2021, I was in lockdown, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna watch all the Lord of the Rings. I want to see what the hype's all about. You know what? I get it.
It's so exactly. It's like it's such nice high fantasy stuff. And like to this the impact was so much that I still get sides these days where they're just like, I need you to sound like Galadriel, and I'm like, I don't think I can pull that off, but I'll try.
The only thing I knew
Yeah,
about
I
Lord of
don't
the
know.
Rings before The Hobbit, before watching Lord of the Rings, was like they're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
That came like the actors knew about it either during the later parts of filming Lord of the Rings or during The Hobbit. Like I saw a video of shoot Legolas actor, what's his name? Orlando
Land of
Bloom.
Bloom. Yeah, Land of Bloom. That's right.
Please tell me I'm right. That would be so.
It's
Yes, I
actually
think it
it's
is
actually
Orlando.
it's actually Legoland. He played Legoland.
Yeah, he played Legoland. No, I saw him reenacting it live because someone was showing him the edit of it, and he was just like, "To Isengard, to Isengard." They all laughed at the end. I was just like, "Ah, see, that's what I love about. That's what I miss about." Because I used to do like stage productions and stuff like that, just mainly concerts with other groups of people, so on and so forth. I miss backstage culture. I miss like
Oh man,
messing around backstage. I miss that so much. That's
dude,
like the one thing that I
I
miss
used to do
about
like
it.
school productions in high school and stuff, and like I like part of me wishes I did backstage, but I just wanted to be on stage. But like
I get that.
part of me wishes because most of my friends were doing backstage. Like part of me wanted to like join in because like
Be
it was
back,
fun.
yeah, because so you could be with them. Yeah,
Dude,
I don't know.
literally, like we had like a conductor help us, practice our singing and stuff
Ah, yeah.
because it was all musicals. And these guys built a fucking shrine of him, and he didn't notice for like the entirety of the goddamn season.
Wait, what? That's sick. Where was the shrine? Was it just out in the open? Was it in like a storage cabinet or something?
No, it was plainly like out in the open, like just behind like the curtain, right? But I think they had like another curtain covering it up, so I think that's why you
Oh my
couldn't
god.
see it. But like it was out in the
Oh my
open.
god.
And like
Sorry, that's great.
I think they revealed it to him on like the final day. And it was like the best thing ever.
Oh,
This was
he
during
was just like, has that been there the whole time?
pretty much, yeah, because like this was
That's great
this was
though.
I think this was Greece, like the musical Greece. I think we changed up
Lucky.
I think we changed up a lot of things because when I saw the movie and then I saw what we were doing, I was like, okay, we've cut out so many things, but whatever gets the
This
runtime.
reminds me of Illegal Heathers. This reminds me of Illegal Heathers. I don't
What
know if
is
you know.
what is illegal Heathers? I know what Heathers is. What's illegal Heathers?
Okay, so a lot of like school productions and stuff like that, they want to do musicals, but the musicals they want to do have like not suitable for teenage things, yeah. So Heathers obviously
Oh,
has all the scenes where like people die, like people try to jump off a bridge, like Veronica and JD have sex.
mm.
And so they cut out a bunch of stuff and they like changed up like some of them they took some like choreography and stuff obviously. There was one dude who during Big Fun ran onto stage and was like, "Party!" for no fucking reason, and that was great.
Oh my god.
So it's illegal Heathers because you're not actually allowed to just like change the stage content for like that specific purpose without asking for specific permission because it's like it's someone else's script, it's someone else's like songs and like everything behind it,
But
the
did you
backing
guys
tracks and
did you
whatnot.
guys at least do like Martha Dumbtruck in the flesh? Here comes the Cootie Squad. Which are shut up,
Dude, I
Heather.
don't
Sorry, Heather.
I don't know because I watched it. This is like a thing in the musical community. I'm also quite into musicals because I grew up with like the musical theater training, the classical
Okay,
singing training.
okay.
So
So you didn't watch like
it's
Hannah
not
Montana, but you watched the musical. So did you watch High School Musical at least, or
no,
no?
no.
So nothing.
I watch like musicals, like Andrew Lloyd Webber
Oh
kind of
wow.
musicals.
Damn, you missed
Yeah,
out.
like
You missed out on Big Time
oh
Rush and
come
shit.
on. I think it's yeah, I did. I had no idea who Big Time Rush is. I was just like, I know Andrew Lloyd Webber and Sarah Brightman.
Okay, at least you know Andrew Lloyd Webber. I guess it's something.
Well, yeah, obviously. And like no one in Singapore knows musicals. Like most people in Singapore really like pop stuff, which is I think true
Yeah.
for most things, but it's all about keeping up with the latest trends. And me with like my musicals was like, does anyone know Phantom of the Opera? And obviously the 7-year-olds aren't gonna be like, "Oh, I know."
Phantom of the Opera. Oh
It's
man.
true. That was like one of the first things I did. The first song that I learned was from Sound of Music. So that was the only like movie musical. That and My Fair Lady. Like those are
Mm.
the two ones I grew up with.
It's
Grew up with
weird.
like
Like
50s
when I was growing up,
musicals.
like I just watched cartoons, like a lot of them. And but when I was like 7, I got made fun of for watching Ben 10. It was like, hey guys, did you see the new latest Ben 10
What
episode?
the
And it was like,
hell? Ben 10 is so good. What?
I know, right? I got made fun of for watching Ben 10, but it was like, hey guys,
What?
if you, I saw the new, have you guys watched Ben 10? It was like, shut up. We're talking about shake it up. We're talking about shake it up over here. Like, what's shake it up?
Shut up, nerd.
Shut up, nerd.
What is that? What is that actually? I don't know what that is.
It's the like the Disney Channel dancing show with Zendaya and Bella Thorne.
Ah, see, I only knew about Zendaya like after she entered Marvel, and I was like, oh, she was a Disney star.
Oh,
That's
oh no,
cool. Good for
no,
her.
no, man. I've been like, I knew her from Shake It Up. I watched a couple episodes, but then she was in Marvel, and then she's been killing it since, you know. So good
Yeah,
for her.
right? Oh my gosh.
I saw Bella Thorne, and she's like, "Oh, you're an Alvin and the Chipmunks 4. She's killing it."
Wait, there were 4 Alvin and the Chipmunks movies?
Oh yeah, there were 4.
Wait, what? What?
Did you not
Alvin
know
and the
this?
Chipmunks movie. No,
Yeah,
I
it
don't.
released in 2016. It's called The Road Trip. This was like it was released the same sort of day as like Star Wars: The Force Awakens. You know, so obviously,
What?
you know, kind of got
What?
outsold there. But
There are there are like 5. Okay, there's only like 5 of them. The one I remember, the 2 that I remember were from the 2009 and 2011 one.
yeah, the
What the hell is
sequel.
Alvin and the Chipmunks Boys on the Hood?
I don't know about
What?
that one.
What?
I
What?
please, I've never heard that one before. Is that new?
What is this? It's the road trip, but the poster says Boys on the Hood.
Oh, right. The fucking posters. I swear to God, my fucking renders on every poster is the same. It's been the same since 2009, and it's fucking. Oh my God. No, was it
Can't
2009?
fix perfection, am I right, guys?
Hell yeah. You know what's funny? I remember Alvin and the Chipmunks like being my first movie I ever watched because like I remember like being like
Nice.
year 1 or something, and then you know the teacher put Alvin and the Chipmunks and I thought it was the funniest shit of all time. You know, it's like damn, look at these high pitched chipmunks. You know, it's great.
Damn, that's
I
crazy.
remember being so hyped for the squeakquel, and to be fair, I still there's some emotional attachment to the squeakquel. I still love it dearly
The squeakquel.
because like I know Zachary
Is
Levi.
that what they called it? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
actually?
Like
For
actually,
real?
it's called the squeakquel. I'm not kidding.
Of course. Of course it is. I miss when movies used to do fun things like that. Now it's also like serious, guys.
Yeah, I guess most of it is, yeah. But like,
Just be
oh
silly.
man, like
It's okay.
like Ian Hawke, there'll never be a character like Ian Hawke, like David Cross. Oh man, Uncle Ian, bro, I miss Uncle Ian, man. He was the best part of the movies for real. That's why the fourth movie sucked.
Oh my gosh. No, my first movie was like Pixar's Cars, like just Cars.
Oh dude, did you collect all the cars as well,
Yeah.
like the toys?
I had so many of them. I
Oh
think I
dude,
had every
same.
single one of them. Yes, I had every single one of the main cast from the first movie. And my
Yeah.
aunt got the giant McQueen one where you
Mm.
could program a bunch of movements, and then after that you could beat the shit out of his face and he'd be like, "Ow, ow, ow." And I'd be like, "Yeah, bitch." I was a terribly violent child.
I didn't know that was a fucking toy. Like I was just
Wait,
collecting.
let me see if I can find it. Lightning
See, I was just collecting like all the main
McQueen.
characters, right? But then I would collect the fucking cards of like characters who had no lines at all. You know, who cards
Oh,
would show up like
hell
one
yeah.
second. Like it took me so long to find like a toy of Lightning McQueen with his tongue sticking out for when he jumps in the air. You know, you know. But like
Yes, there it is. Lightning McQueen 20-inch vehicle. Where's the
20
early
inch.
2000s? Yeah, it's pretty. Wait, no, that one's like the bigger one. I'm thinking of the early 2000s one. Oh, which one was it? It had a bunch of buttons. It had a bunch of buttons on the back,
So
and
you're
it
pretty.
would
So your aunt pretty much bought you like a
like
punching
his
bag.
face would move. His face actually moves, and there's a button on his mouth where if you press it, he goes ow, and it's meant to be like a bumper thing where if he bumps into a wall, he'll be like ow.
Oh,
But
I
I
see.
figured that out, and I was just like.
Jesus Christ.
I was actually terrible as a child.
It's clobbering time.
The bullying, literally, the bullying was so real.
Damn, poor Lightning McQueen, poor Owen Wilson, man. What did he ever do to you? That was your
It's
day
just
one
too
homie, and this
funny.
is how you treat him? For shame.
Day one homie. No, I have a history of going into the movies to watch like the most weird, the most like in hindsight weird things ever. Like, remember the B movie?
Oh, I love the B movie, man.
I
It's
watched that in theaters when it came out in 3D.
oh, I miss
Like, I
3D.
had that full screen, front seat, full exposure to B movie stuff. So when it became
so
a meme, I
oh
was
yeah.
just like, oh yeah, I remember watching that movie's 3D and everything.
Then it's like then
That
it's
shit
like
was weird.
then like in fucking 2015, 2016, you had to like watch you like jazz play like 1,000 times.
Yeah, and I was just like, did everyone suddenly remember this movie existed or something?
I remember the B movie very fondly. I don't think people hated it for as far as I know. I think
I
people
think people found no, I saw a clip of his name is Jerry Seinfeld, right? I don't
yeah,
know
yeah,
anything
Jerry's
about this
Jerry.
movie aside from the movie itself. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was just like, you guys may remember me from a movie I made about bees in the early 2000s. And if you interpreted and if you found that there was an uncomfortable sexual tension between the bee and the woman,
Oh
I
no.
greatly apologize. And I was like,
Oh my gosh.
this is
Um,
your legacy now.
this
This
is
is your
legacy.
legacy. You did this to yourself. At this point, you did this to yourself. I'm sorry.
But to be
You
fair
might
though,
have had the Seinfeld
he,
show
he's got the
for
Seinfeld show.
ages.
Yeah, you know, it,
But in the eyes of Generation Z, you are the B movie guy.
here's the B movie. Right, Vera. My next question to you is: are there any like franchises that you would that are like a dream franchise that you would love to be in someday?
Oh, see, I'm a big believer of if you say it, it's not gonna happen.
Oh,
But, but,
damn.
but, 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 hold on.
Do the reverse psychology thing where it's like, I don't want to be in this.
I totally don't want to be in Persona. Haha. I so totally don't want to be in Persona at all. It is so definitely not something that I spent like 20 hours reading the lines out just cuz not the entire game is not fully voiced. But also, I love the Japanese mascot character, Shirotan, right? There's actually a Shirotan anime, and I want to be boy. He's just so cute. Oh
Aw.
my gosh, my ears. Wait, who's the Japanese voice of Gwyneth? Hold on, AFK
Who was
Arena.
it?
I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up. I'm
Alright.
looking it up. I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up. Is she played by Aoi Yuki? No, it's Yui Hori. Dang it. Oh, girl. Okay, so close. But not really, not close at all. But totally different person. But it's like Aoi Yuki, very famously Lucy Cyberpunk, also is the voice actor of Japanese mascot character Shirotan in the 24 episode Shirotan anime. And it's like, it's definitely for kids, but it's so cute. And it's like one episode I think is about 1 minute or like 90 seconds each. So you can literally finish the whole thing in like half an hour.
Oh wow, okay. So
half an hour at the very most.
Let me get this straight. You totally don't want to be in Persona ever, like in your
Yeah,
life.
I totally don't want to be in Persona ever and ever and ever, and I totally don't want to be in any Zelda game ever either.
Fair. That's fair. Because everybody, Vera does not want to be in Zelda or Persona, so don't.
Yeah, I totally don't want to be in Zelda or Persona. Wait, I'm kidding.
No.
Oh, what else? I don't know. I want to be in like so many things, I guess. I wouldn't mind being in a Hoyo game because it's like, it's one of the few mainstream, it's like, it's getting more and more mainstream now, but like Chinese games used to be such a rarity, especially Chinese games that have Chinese culture stuff in it. Because like, this is a huge thing, especially with like gaming and like Yutzing, whatever.
Oh,
they have like...
You mean gaming? Gaming?
Stop. But it's like, I don't know. I find it very cool to see aspects of Chinese culture that are not demonized. Because I grew up with like superhero stuff, and obviously they have this fucking Iron Man villain called the Mandarin. Like, hello.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Like bro's name is an orange.
I forgot about the Mandarin. I was gonna say, isn't that like really offensive? I was like, damn.
There's a reason why they haven't brought him out in a while. And that's also the reason why there wasn't like the Chinese Spider Woman, because she was like
the Chinese
like
Spider
if you thought original Spider-Man India was, you should see how bad the Chinese female Spider-Man was. So bad that they couldn't even bring her up.
Wait, is that Silk? I don't remember.
Chinese Spider Woman.
I don't know. Is that Silk? I don't remember because I don't remember seeing Silk.
It probably is. It is. Was it?
Because I don't remember seeing Silk.
No, was she Chinese or was she? Oh my gosh.
I don't remember.
Chinese Spider Woman Marvel. Because I'm. Okay, there's Cindy. Is Cindy Moon also Silk? It might be Silk.
Maybe, because I don't remember.
Silk, whatever.
I don't remember seeing Silk in Spider-Verse, and like everyone was in Spider-Verse.
Hell no. Hell no.
There's like another.
Is she Korean? Why did I think she was Chinese?
Oh, she might be Korean. I don't remember. I know she was Asian, but I don't remember which race.
Yeah, exactly. She's just like the Asian one, and I remember something like her story was just so hard to salvage that they were like, Penny Parker is okay, and I was just like.
Fair enough.
Penny Parker is great. I love her, but also like,
cool.
I love it when I can do language stuff. Because in one of the early game jams I was in, I got to do like some Chinese dialogue and like incorporate a lot of Chinese, like just generally East Asian family dynamics into the character, and it was just so like nice and fulfilling. Just any role where I can use those language skills, those life experiences is so. So I guess Genshin would be one. I'm not like totally stuffed if it's not Genshin. Like there's so many different like Chinese games, whatever, and whatever stuff out there that talk about the cultural aspects as well. I'm just really tired of like early Dynasty Warriors voice acting where they're like, oh god, how would they do this? They'll be like Liu Bei, and I'll be like,
ooh.
Yeah, because there's been a couple of times where people want me to say Chinese words in a script, and then they want me to do it in an American accent. So I had one where I had to say Beijing, which is if I said Beijing like that, it would have still been reasonably natural, right? Like it wouldn't have taken you out of the listening experience.
Yeah.
So we did 2 takes. We did the Beijing and then we did the Beijing, and then they used the Beijing, even though I was just like, Beijing is so off kilter that I think I can't even decide. I can't even express how off it is. And they still used the Beijing one, and I was like,
oh no.
So let me use the language skills,
Yeah, for real.
please, because I know for a fact that like Hoyo specifically has a lot of people on guide on hand for all of the
Yeah.
Chinese pronunciations, like Zhongli and Yanfei and like all of these really specific Chinese words. I think the hardest one though is always like Liu Yue, because there's one extra vowel in Chinese. It's like it's a ü. And if you don't grow up learning that vowel, it's really hard to make the ü sound. So it's like
is it kind of like correct me if I'm wrong. It's for me who doesn't know anything about it. It kind of sounds similar to like a deeper u. If that makes sense. It like kind of drags a little bit.
Yeah. A Chinese u is like u a o u e a ü. So there's like a more of a ü sound. Like
I want to see if I
make
can
it really
try
nice and small. Yeah, try it.
Okay, ü.
Almost. Now you have to incorporate it into words and sentences, though. That's the hard part, isn't it?
I don't know why. When I went to pronouncing it like that, I don't know why. It just sounds like it sounds kind of almost Australian, like
I kind of okay, no, not at all, not at all. Totally different placement, but like I kind of get it. Yeah, so like the default is to liken it to something else, which is why you get wildly inconsistent pronunciations of Liu Yue specifically, and like Zhong as well, because it's a ZH and people are just like Z. Where's the Z? But it's like it's closer to CH. So there's like SH sh normal, CH ch normal. ZH is like a zh. So if I was gonna say here, it would be 这里. And it's like the zh. That gets people. So like Zhongli's name and like anything with a ZH, anything with a Q. That's why some people like Keqing, where it's a t. So my Chinese name is Chen Qing. Like I have the t sound in my name. And when it's romanized, it's spelled like as a TS. So people are just like, Sin Tan. And I'm like,
oh.
Yeah. So it's like, I just want to have the chance to execute the Chinese pronunciation in mainstream media correctly.
Hell yeah, you should.
That's why I love it when like Susie Young and like all of the other Chinese speaking voice actors get to play characters that either mention Liu Yue or characters from Liu Yue. And it's just like, mwah, 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 pronunciation, my love.
Hell yeah. My next question to you, Vera, is my next question in this interview series that, you know, I ask questions
crazy, I know,
right? You've kind of just taken over, and I'm here for it, honestly. I love it. But my next question to you is, since you're from Australia, the glorious nation, my neighboring country, unless it's sports, and in that case we're enemies till we die. But I wanted to ask, you probably have. I haven't asked any of the other Australian voice actors who've come on here this question before.
Oh, sure, yeah.
But we're both. I think Australia and New Zealand are like into the pie culture, right? Like a mince pie, all that stuff. Have you had a mince pie before, or like any of the pies?
Of course, I've definitely had pie before. Like I've gone to like rural New South Wales, and they're just like,
where
you want some steak and mushroom?
Oh hell yeah! Like where in Australia do you think is where the best pie is in Australia? Because I have
actually not been to that many places to get pie. I think I've been to one place that's like two places in rural New South Wales. And I still need to revisit my home state of Victoria and go pie hunting, because for all of you non-Australian viewers, the Melburnians are really patriotic about Melbourne in particular, and I am no different.
Oh yeah.
Melbourne is the arts, food, wine, video game, startup, small business. Fun. It's just the fun capital. We have IRL Mario Kart. We also have IRL Among Us. You can vent.
Oh my god.
That's a thing you can do.
Oh, hell yeah.
You can just play IRL Among Us.
To give some context here, Vera's been living in Canberra, which is the actual capital of Australia, for like years, and it sucks.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Get rid of it.
Get
Anyway,
rid of
but
it.
yeah, you can do all the fun stuff there. And like it's Melbourne's very famous for its food, like nationwide and internationally as well. So I need
Yeah,
to
I know.
find like the best Melbourne pie and then we'll have a look.
Hell yeah.
We'll have a look.
You keep sending me all the
But
fucking Melbourne food. I'm like, bitch. Stop
and he's
it.
suffering. He's just like, I want to go so bad, please,
I have
please.
like fucking
Can we
well, I
go
have
to the upside down house? Can we go to Mario Kart? Can we
yeah.
go to
Yeah,
Amogus?
okay, please do Amogus. Oh, that's like the first thing I want to do when I get there. I just want to go to Amogus.
Amogus?
Hell,
You want to vent?
I want to vent, please. I want to be. I
It's
want
so
to.
dumb, but it's so funny.
I just want to be a sussy bucko for real.
No, and if you come at the right time, maybe you'll even get to be part of like the world record for most kazoos played in one location, because Melbourne is the city that holds that record as well.
Oh,
We had
hell yeah.
10,000 people playing kazoo in Federation Square quite in the last like 1 to 2
Hell
years,
yeah.
I
And
think,
I
and I
love
was just
playing
like,
the kazoo. Hell yeah. You know me
I
too
missed
well.
it. I missed the kazoo event. God damn
Man,
it.
it's every.
Yeah.
Is it like annual, like once a year?
I don't know. It's just whenever someone else breaks the record, like the city of Melbourne just comes back in like, ain't nobody gonna take away our kazoo cup.
Damn. Oh man, if I came over there and I got the record, I feel like I would die because like, how the fuck did this Kiwi break the record? I'm gonna kill you.
No. It's like the highest number of people in one area playing the kazoo at the same time. So it's like
Oh,
right outside the train station, and you just see like 10,000 people playing the damn kazoo. And it's just, Melbourne is the state of fun, cool things. Like I walked out of the main train station one day and I saw this guy with like this young dude with a bagpipe, another dude playing spoons, like he was busking with the spoons specifically, like this I was like, contrabass sax? I don't know. Is that the right terminology, man?
contrabass
Correct me if I'm
what?
wrong, but it was sax, like saxophone. It was like
Oh,
really
okay.
tall. It was like the same height as me or something.
I thought you meant some. I think
Fucking
it's something else.
crazy.
Contrabass, like the game Contra. Damn, I love contrabass sex. It's crazy.
Oh my god. No, but it was like a giant sax the size of me, and it was just like this person was just playing outside of Queen Vic, and it was like the nicest music I'd heard in a while, and I'm just like, god damn, Melbourne really is that city. It's like got all the art and everything
Hell yeah.
everywhere. And you see like chalk artists drawing on the ground as well. It's just
I
such
gotta
a good
ask,
time.
for the kazoo festival, do they all play like the same song, or is it like different songs all at once?
I
Whatever
think
song
they're
they want.
no. I think they just time it. They're like, right, everyone, ready,
Oh,
deep
hell
breath.
yeah. Oh, that's
I've never
cool.
seen footage of it. I just know it exists because for any of you indie game enjoyers, Cult of the Lamb is actually made in Melbourne, and they had a similar 10,000 cultist event in Fed Square in the same place. So it's like Melbourne is the city of all the random cool and fun things like
Yeah,
that.
you hear that? Everybody, you can
Like,
join a cult. It'll be cool. It's not like the Jared Leto one. It's an actual
yeah,
cult.
exactly. It's like the fun one. And they
The
had
fun
like
one.
their staff cosplay as like the playable sheep that you play
Mm.
in the game. And it was just so cool. I'm just like, damn, I'm missing out on like all of this. The FOMO that I got is unreal, and that's really saying something because I don't get FOMO at all. Like
Damn.
whatsoever.
That's-
But I'm getting FOMO about Melbourne. It's terrible.
Hey, man, you're moving back fairly soon, so it's only a matter of time.
Soon. I'll show you around. It'll be so good.
I cannot wait. Oh my god, it's
I
so
know,
many,
right?
so many months away. I just want to go.
Just want to go. I mean, by the time it comes out, it'll be like, by the time this comes out, it might be around August, right? By then, it'll be like 2 months left, right?
Yeah,
Right,
it'll be
right,
like
guys.
it'll be like July, August, depending how things go. But
Right?
yeah,
Yeah, we'll see.
I
It's
will
all right.
see.
We'll
But
get there.
yeah, my next question to you, Vera, is both you and I were actually on-screen actors and voice actors.
I
So
wouldn't consider myself an on-screen actor at all, but yeah, go off.
oh, okay, well, fuck me then. I'm not on-screen, especially. No, I'm just kidding.
Like I have
But we both have
yeah.
on-screen acting experience, right? So I wanted to ask,
Yeah, a little bit.
as someone who like does on-screen stuff, who does like self-tapes and all that stuff, I still consider that on-screen acting and does
Okay, fair
voiceover
enough.
editions and stuff like that. You know, like what are like some things that you kind of take from both realms that you kind of use?
See, that's really funny because I only got approached about on-screen stuff because a random ass agency found me and I was just like, I love you guys, but where did you come from? I love you guys, but where did you come from? It was completely out of nowhere. So I mostly took all of the skills that I had in VO and applied it to on camera. And it seems to have turned out quite well. Like I've gotten callbacks and stuff. It's just that I don't I don't have as much time or money to invest into it. So obviously I can't do
Same.
it as much as I do VO. VO is like 100% the focus. I love you, warm audio kind of
Yeah.
situation, you know?
Yeah, video is kind of
Whereas
like I have like having that acting experience really does help a lot, but voiceover is
it
my first love.
does.
It's my first
It
love, you
does.
know. Like I don't hate on-screen acting. I'm probably still will do it for a long time, but like on the side, but like voiceover is my main thing. So like I put my
Yeah.
entire 7 years into this, you know, so like I'm not gonna give it up or anything.
No, I get it. I get it. No, that's how I did it as well. Like most of the stuff was pretty simple. The big difference that like I completely forgot about it was that for on camera you need a reader.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I forgot about that. My agent didn't tell me anything. I said up front to my agent, "Hi, I'm a voiceover artist. All of my work is in voiceover. This is the first time I've ever been approached about on-camera stuff. So if I screw anything up, please understand I am trying my best." So
Aw.
I completely forgot that you have to have readers. I was like, oh, because in VO there's no readers whatsoever.
Yeah.
You just kind of go. You read the script, you read the specs, you like use your imagination to imagine something, and then you just go. But that's not a thing in on camera. So I was just
Dude,
like,
I have
whoops. So I
have
probably sent like 20 self-tapes with no reader
Oh,
whatsoever.
dude,
And I'm gonna neck myself.
oh, please, oh, I'm gonna have to censor that, but I'm gonna. Thanks for that, Vera. I don't want to get copyright striked on YouTube or age restricted. Thanks for that. Fuck you.
Wait.
But you
Wait,
can't
what? Oh yeah, what? Hi?
yeah, you can't just say I'm gonna kill myself on camera. You can't do that.
I'm gonna neck myself.
Don't say it
It's
again.
fine. You can cut it out. It's okay.
Fine, I will actually. But I actually have
You
a funny.
can edit in 2 seconds of the Shirotan anime.
True. I actually I have a funny story of like my first self tape because I didn't know you needed a reader. So I actually
Real.
so similar to you, but like what I did was I was also the reader. So I would
Oh my
record
gosh.
I record me just like for the character I'm auditioning for, the lines that I want to do on screen. Then I would make sure I would leave gaps in between. So like I would actually I would record voiceover for like the reader lines and I would put them in in the empty
That's
spots.
so smart though.
It's not. It's not. Like
If you
having-
didn't know what you were doing, that's smart. That's smart because it's like you don't always have someone else. Like usually when I did it, my roommate was away, so I couldn't be like, "Hey, can you like read for me too?"
I mean, if
So
it's like a, if it,
I just
if
leave
it-
a gap. I just do the VO thing,
if-
but in video form.
if it's like a self-tape monologue, then you know I don't need anybody. That's fine.
Yeah,
but like
that's
but
different.
most of these editions require like dialogue and like human connection, and it really does help. Like I sometimes go to my acting friends and they help me out with my self-tapes, and it helps so much.
But lucky. There's not too much like local stuff here, as I'm sure you're very aware.
In Canberra,
But
oh
like,
hell no.
no.
Definitely not in Hamilton.
I
but
think
Auckland,
there's
Auckland, yes.
one theater. There's one theater in all of Canberra. And I think it's a movie theater.
Theater.
Theater. Whatever. Jesus.
Interior
Stop getting on my
crocodile
case.
alligator. I'll drive a Chevrolet.
What are you doing?
Do you not know that?
Oh my gosh. No, I don't. What on earth are you talking about?
It's like an old ass meme. Jesus Christ.
Okay, I wasn't around for that long. Like I was too busy in my own little world of Percy Jackson
I'm
textbooks.
1 year older
Okay.
than you. I'm not that fucking old.
Nah, you're ancient, dude. You're old. Your hair is white. Your back is broken. Your
Shit.
knees suck.
Shut up. Shut up. Your brain is smooth. It doesn't have wrinkles in it.
I cast manual breathing. You have to think about it now.
I have a question
But
for
no,
you.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah? Come again.
Yeah, so I think you might be the first voice actor I've ever heard them. You're like I think you're the first voice actor who's referred to themselves as a voiceover artist. But I know a lot of people do that, but like you're the first one on the show that refers themselves as a voiceover artist. So do you prefer? So I'm guessing you prefer the term voiceover artist over voice actor. I'm just curious.
I just say it because I feel like sometimes when some companies read it, they're like, oh, so you only do character work or you only do whatever. I feel like if you say voiceover artist, it's more broad, I guess. I don't know.
I never
I
thought
think
about it like that.
I think for me, it's just like I don't want to be pigeonholed into one specific category just because I do work all over the damn place. So I don't Like, yes, I am 100% very much mostly doing video games and animation and stuff like that. But I also want to do like promo and commercial and, like corporate narration, stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I feel like if I put that on all my official stuff, whatever, I think it's much easier for companies to be like, oh yeah, she's not just an actor.
Nah, fair enough.
Yeah,
I
it's just like an English student thing. I don't know if people think
maybe.
that deeply into it, but I sure do.
Nah, fair enough. I never really thought about it like that. I just sound I do voice acting. It's like I want to be a voice actor. I don't want to be an artist. Fuck that shit. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just joking. Um, but but no, I like the sound of it more because I think voiceover artists
Really?
it just sounds too posh to me. Voiceover artists, just a little bit. I don't hate it, but it just
That's
sounds too
fair.
posh to me. But like so like
That's
voice
fair.
actors
I
like
am quite formal.
oh yeah, I know. I know. Except when you bust out the plushies and you get feral as fuck. I've
Yeah, look
to
everyone.
say there's Koopy, and then there's
It's Cupid.
yeah.
Oh.
Look, and I've got Freddy Fazbear.
The two spectrums of orange soft toy.
Yeah, for real.
The
He,
Kiwi and Freddy Fazbear.
yeah, and I'm Kiwi as well, so like this is great.
You are. I should give you one of these.
Please do. Give me one and
They
give me
come
one.
they come in a set.
Oh,
They come
please
in a
do.
set.
You know what? If you
Yes.
give me one of them, I won't. If you give me one, I won't ask for boys anymore. I won't ask for the boy.
Okay,
seals.
good. Good. For
you never- you-
context, he keeps asking me to give him some of my collection of soft toys because I have like 20.
You have
But-
12 boys. Give me one seal, motherfucker, please.
I have 12 boys, but I have 6 birds and 3 elephants as well. And then also not counting the 3 other plushes that I made because I sew. So I actually have much closer to 20.
Yeah, see guys, am
If
I
we're not
not
just
am I
counting-
not being reasonable here? Should I put a poll in the description?
No! No! What is this? And then you're
yeah,
gonna post the poll results. Should Vera give me a boy?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, yes,
also have
yes.
the octopus where it's
Oh
happy.
yeah, the octopus.
Yeah, happy and sad little guy.
And the Angie. The
Angie.
Angie octopus.
I don't have
and
the
the
blue one
happy one.
open that much, but I'm usually happy all the time. Well, most of the time. I try to be. But yeah.
Does that one stay in your booth all the time?
Yeah, he does. He's just chilling.
When you do angry scenes, you just flip him inside out.
Yeah, he's my scene partner. If it's like a serious scene, I keep him like on top, and I just look at him, and it's
I should start doing that. I should put Cupid here, and I'm just like, Cupid,
It's
do you understand the ramifications of your actions?
but like it actually does help a lot because like it gives me a little bit more motivation. Not motivation, more
I
like
get it.
more character intent if I'm looking at someone because it's
Aura.
like it's aura, right? like looking at looking at a reader because like having that connection does help when you do like self
I
tapes.
guess.
So,
I'm too autistic though. When I look at people in the eye, it gets worse.
Okay,
It gets worse.
I don't see. I've never heard anyone refer to themselves as too autistic. I don't think that's a.
I am actually
don't know.
diagnosed, and yes, it is the case. Whenever I looked, like I would record tapes to put on like my casting networks or whatever with my on-camera coach, and whenever I would look her in the eye, I was just like, I can't emote the way I usually do. And she likes me quite a lot. She's just like, oh, you can pull out all of these like super deep and extreme emotions quite easily. It's great. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? Every time I have to look into your eyes, my autism is like firing off. Like I'm dying over here. I can't do it. It's too much. The eye contact is too much. That's why I love soft toys, because there's nothing behind those eyes.
You know what? That's fair.
Just look at it.
There's no pupils.
Exactly.
There's no pupils on QP either. So there's literally nothing behind his eyes.
Exactly. Like he's just dopey. He's
Yeah,
just kind of dopey. I
yeah,
feel like
for
it's
real.
too much. Like I have my autism is so extreme sometimes that I feel like I'm not suited to on-camera acting. Like I can portray the emotions, I can do it, yeah, but it's just so much harder for me to remember everything and to like look people in the eye and
No, I
stuff.
get
Like when
that.
I have to look at people, it gets worse. It gets worse to a degree where I notice it and like it takes me out.
No, I get it. Like that
so
prolonged
much.
eye
It's so
contact. A
bad.
bit like prolonged eye contact
can't
freaks me
do
out
it.
a little bit.
I can't do it.
But like if
That's
it's like
why I like
I-
Zoom
like,
calls.
I
'cause-
only do like I can only handle like prolonged eye contact, if it's like an intimate scene where I have to like look at them, it's like steps like maybe like a dog passed away or something and trying to comfort someone, then I can look them in the eye. But
Dude,
otherwise, it's like
even that,
yeah,
I can't do it. I
yeah.
can't. It's
So,
too much.
so this is the only time Vera canonically looks me in the eyes when we do Zoom calls. When I go to Melbourne, she's not gonna look me once in the face.
No. See, for the longest time, I would not know what my friends' eyes look like because I know. I don't look them in the eyes so much. I genuinely don't know like what that region of their face looks
So
like.
if you
I
did
only
like
know what's above and what's below.
if you went on a game show and the host was like, "What color are your friend's eyes?" Don't look at your friend like, rainbow."
I mean, most of my friends are Asian, so if I say brown, I'm like right 99% of the time.
I mean, my eyes are brown, so you're right.
Exactly. It's so easy. But when I'm thinking of like my Caucasian friends, I'm just like, is it gray? Is it blue?
There's
Is
gray
it
eyes.
brown?
I've never seen
Who
gray eyes before.
knows? Really?
Is it-
Never?
Yeah, I've never seen gray eyes. For me, it's usually like a hazel blue green. And yeah, that usually seems to be the trend here. I haven't seen any gray eyes yet.
That's fair. I don't know. I see a good amount, I feel. I know gray eyes is like genetically a thing. I know it's like super rare. But like, man, if you asked me, I genuinely wouldn't know. I wouldn't know unless I made it a point to specifically look at your eyes and be like,
But yeah, Vera,
terrible.
I have another question for you, my dude.
Yeah?
And you totally don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but you're working on a visual novel, I believe, right?
I
Staccato?
am indeed. It is in the very early stages, and genuinely, I'm thinking of changing the name so it's not that anymore.
Yeah,
Because there's
well,
not that much out about it, yeah. So I was just like, okay, well, the concept has changed so much from what it originally was, because it was originally intended to be like a series of really short animations. So I was just like, animation is expensive and very hard to learn, and my background is purely in illustration and not animation. So yeah, I was just like, oh, but actually this concept could work well as a visual novel. So then
yeah.
like and also because everyone in the team is like either a full-time uni student or working on like 3 different projects themselves, it's really damn slow. So we were only able to do all that like a year into freaking production. So I'm just like, ha, kill me. It's gonna be one of those things that takes a long time, but I'm definitely
Hey, but
gonna
take your
follow
time,
through
man.
on it. Like you'll see it. You'll see it
I mean,
at
take your
some
time,
stage.
man. Like from what I've seen, it looks beautiful
Depends on
already.
what
So like,
stage.
it's only a matter of time, you know.
Thank you.
No
We need to do all the
worries,
sprites. I
man.
want to
man.
cry. There's so much. I'm working through it.
Don't worry, you'll
through
figure it out. Take your time.
But
man.
I'll get there eventually. Yeah.
Yeah, but Vera, fuck,
Y-
Vera. Not Vera. I keep saying Vera. I always thought it was Vera for like the longest goddamn time.
It's okay, everyone thinks that. I'm not sure why, but they do.
It's okay. People fuck up my name all the time too.
See, my name's Russian. My name's not even like
Oh.
Chinese. My name's not even Chinese and people fuck it up, yeah. That's whatever. But like, I feel like you have an actual Indian name, because right now it's like a fashionable thing.
Thanks. I'm
No,
glad
it's
I
a
have an
good
actual
thing.
Indian name.
Oh my god, no. No, it's like it's a fashionable thing in Singapore to have like a European name.
Yeah, that's fair. I
It's
get
a
it.
huge fashionable thing. Like if your English name, because you have your English name, you have your Chinese name. If your
Yeah.
English name is just a romanization of your Chinese name, it's like more old fashioned. It's seen as like more traditional. So the fashionable thing is to have a European name.
Yeah, because
So,
it's
yeah.
weird because like my name is pronounced Vikram, but like people pronounce it as stinky butthole, and it's like like where does that come from? How'd you get that? Like what the fuck? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm
But,
sorry.
like-
I was not expecting that at all.
Nah, but like people I've heard people pronounce it as Vikram. Vikram is actually the correct pronunciation.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
but
isn't it Vikram?
it is Vikram, but like in New Zealand, accent, so it's like Vikram.
Yeah.
But I usually go by Vic or Vicky because it's easier on the mind. But yeah, I have one more question for you, Vera.
Yes,
Vera,
one more.
fuck me.
Yes.
In the
It's
butthole.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
No,
it's
it's
fine.
not. But yeah, my last question to you is, as a voice actor who's been doing this for 3 years, like you've had
Not long.
yeah, like you've had
Not
amazing
long.
success within like the first 3 years. Like you've been killing it, and you're gonna continue to kill it. I believe in you. Um,
Well, you had. Let's see. Okay, let's be reasonable.
but no, I truly believe that. But I wanted to ask
Oh,
you, for any voice actors who are starting out or currently in their
starting
journey,
out.
is there any like pieces of advice you would want to give them?
Ah, shoot. Okay. I feel like I had a really unconventional journey though. Like I had a USB mic and I thought it would take me like a couple years to work up to having to like getting to the point where XLR is needed, is necessary instead of just an extra perk. So I spent money on a pretty decent USB mic and then I outgrew it in 6 months and I was like, should I just have gone straight to XLR? Because at this point it's scuffed. I don't recommend it for the large bulk of people because at the end of the day, this is it's kind of like music. It's kind of like art. It's a human behavior to want to act, to want to have fun, to want to explore different worlds and stuff. It doesn't have to become a career at all. In fact, I definitely didn't see this becoming a career for me until I think last year was when I started really, really thinking about it because that's when I started. That's when stuff started to come out and like Ready or Not came out and I saw it on like I saw it mentioned at the Game Awards and then I
Mm,
saw it on the front page of Steam and I was like, so then I thought, okay, so if I'm able to perform at a level where it's like a bigger indie game with like some budget behind it, with some like serious with like a studio behind it and everything, like maybe I can start to see this as a potential career path. But for the most part, you can just have fun. And genuinely, that's fine. And that's also the number one. The
mm.
minute, as someone who did singing for like 10 years, I definitely started to hate it around year 5, and I still went on for another 5 years. Just do it until you don't like it, or do it as much as you like for as long as you can.
Yeah.
But you don't have to make it such a big part of your identity that once you take it away, you don't have anything
Yeah, for
else
real. Like
left.
you don't have to like it all the time. It's okay to like not like it sometimes.
Yeah, like that's how I switch through all of my different hobbies because like I actually sew like this stuff on my jumper is embroidery that I put in after
Oh,
I
no
got it.
way.
Like yeah, I did. So I do like all kinds of sewing and stuff. I do like book binding as
And she
well. I've
sews
done
people. She
drawing
sews.
and paint. Oh, come on.
It's like 12 things she can do now.
Gosh.
That's great.
It's like drawing and painting and all these things. And whenever I get bored of like one thing, this is definitely the ADHD, but when I got bored of one thing, I just pivot more towards something else.
Yeah.
Like I like at the end of I think like 2023, things were a bit slower for me, so I started selling like convention stuff. Like the Loolilalu keychain that you can't get online and only at physical places where I sell it. Like, look, it's super cute. And I was just like, when I spend time when I spend time doing these things, I have to remind myself that yeah, it's just a behavior. Like I'm not obligated to do any career stuff with it. Like the career stuff is totally optional and definitely not for everyone. So as long as you have fun with it, I think it's good. I think people
Yeah.
get into the mindset of having to do something as a side hustle because it's a very American concept as well. It's like the side hustle, get on the grind, all of these different things. But that's not the main thing life has to offer, really.
And
I guess.
it's unhealthy, you know. As someone who
It's not.
who partook in the hustle for like 6 years straight, you know, you know,
Same.
like
Sometimes you
it
just need
is
to
take a
breathe.
step back. Like this is like the only year
Need
where
to
I took a
stop.
this is like the year where I took actually did take a step back for like a month to like really reevaluate what I wanted, and you know it's been great. So it's fine to like
Yeah.
step like so take it from me, like it's fine to step back, do other things. The work's not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere, and as long as you're having fun and you still want to do it, you know that more
Yeah.
power to you. That's great. That's the most important thing. But
Exactly. I don't know.
don't overwork yourself to the point of burning out or resenting
And
it because
you start hating it. Yeah.
yeah,
That's just a huge thing that I see
yeah,
that
but
I have
yeah,
seen a lot of the time
yeah,
with like people I've worked with in the past and like some people who stopped because they got married. It was hilarious. Like
not fair.
um He was just like, "Oh yeah, I'm just like doing my best." But honestly, I'm just at the point where I have a day job and I have a wife and stuff, and I'm
I
just
mean,
like,
fair,
"Oh
fair
yeah,
point.
that's good. That's great." Exactly. Sometimes you just come to a point in your life where
Yeah.
you're like, "Okay, I don't really have the time or the resources to be doing this right now," and that's
Yeah.
fine. Like I delayed starting voiceover for 5 years, and I
Damn.
spent all that time drawing
Mm.
and also like knowing all of the lore. So
And the
like
lore. Yeah, fair.
no, genuinely. I'm just like, oh, XYZ person who's in this game now started off doing this thing. I remember you. I
Hell yeah.
remember you from like 8 years ago.
But yeah, even if you do end up hating it, like you might not hate it forever, or maybe you will hate it forever, but you just gotta figure out, what you want to do, like because you can like
Yeah,
things, you can hate
and you can
things.
just do
Yeah,
it in moderation. That's why I'm doing a large variety of things, you know?
yeah,
Not everything has to be all in on one thing or all out.
yeah,
You can be the jack of all trades.
yeah.
Some
But
people
on
think
the
being a jack of all trades is not a good thing, but
no,
I think it's
being a jack of all
fine.
trades is amazing. But on the other hand, if you really believe in yourself and you want to go all out, more power to you. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
do it. But also like do it like financially responsibly. See, this is like I'm in university right now and I do a Bachelor of Business Administration and Visual Arts. This is a business kid coming out, but like please do it reasonably.
Mm,
Like it's great to invest and all of that stuff, but if you don't reasonably think that you're going to do this for a while or if that you're going to make like the good like a decent enough return on it where you're like, okay, this is worth it, then I would be like, be careful about it. You know, don't
yeah,
blow all your money on it in
yeah.
one go. Be wise about it, be reasonable about it. This is just life advice at this
Yeah,
point. It's
yeah.
just be
This,
financially responsible.
this isn't to discourage you. Like it doesn't mean you
It's
can
not.
do it.
It's not at
Yeah,
all.
you can
It's
do it
not
in
at
the
all.
just to add on to that. You can actually do it if you want to do it in the future. You can, but it's more like don't go all out and be homeless in like 2 days. So like
Yeah, basically. And with this stuff, it's so easy to spend a huge amount of money in one
oh
go
tell me
without
about it.
knowing if you're gonna make any of it back.
Mm.
That's why I started with a USB mic, and then I went past it so quickly that I was like, shit, is that really worth it? Should I have
Nah,
just
man, you
gone
gotta. It's
a
the
little bit
thing.
more
What
from the start?
I remember someone talking about it. I think it was Joe Zija. He was saying try it
Yeah.
try it till you buy it or something like that. Um, and it's like you can start small and then upgrade over
Yeah,
time.
and upgrade as you go.
Like you don't have to
Yeah.
buy like a
I'm very
no
much into that
you
min-max
yeah
financial optimizing
like
stuff
you
when
I
it
mean
comes to
if
getting
you
equipment. So
I
I'm
mean
just
if
like,
you have the means to like start out like oh I'm gonna buy 3 microphones an interface I'm gonna buy a
three.
whole
Oh no, no, no,
I'm
no,
gonna
no, no,
buy
no,
I'm
no.
gonna buy a whole ass studio bricks for my first go. I've not done voiceover
That's
before.
crazy. That's
That's
crazy.
insane. I don't
That's
know
crazy.
like at first off that's insane but also props to be fair but like
That is a
oh, but like
lot of
there's nothing wrong
money.
with starting small and working your way up. I started
Yeah,
with
just
the
start
well,
small.
I started with a USB mic and recorded under the bed, like under my bank
Just
my
under the bed. That's so funny. I started
what
with my iPad Pro 2013. Like it still had the old button with the square in the middle
no
kind of
way.
iPad. In 2021. In the
Damn.
year of our Lord 2021. I still booked like 2 auditions from that. It
Hey,
was kind
fair
of
enough.
funny.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. You can just start with that. And when then I knew it, I think I did about like 10, 15 auditions that year in 2021. The total number of times I auditioned was 86, yeah. So
Holy
I
shit.
did like August to December. That's not that crazy. I was auditioning for a lot of like really small stuff at this time, like just a bunch of like fan projects as well,
Yeah,
actually,
man.
really.
You know what's funny? It's actually midnight right now. This is the first time an interview's like gone on
Oh my
from today
gosh.
to tomorrow. So this is
I'm sorry. I'm so
nah
sorry.
don't worry, man. I'm a night owl. Do not even worry about it. But my last question to you, Vera, is which voice actors would you like to see next in the OverVoice hot seat?
Jerome Bacut, Jerome Bacut, Jerome Bacut, Jerome Bacut.
That's what Ari said as well. I would love.
Exactly. She's right.
Oh my god, can we please go to SeaWorld? I would love to go to SeaWorld.
Of course. Yeah. It's like,
I've never been to SeaWorld before. I would love to go to SeaWorld.
oh yeah, no. SeaWorld is nice. SeaWorld is nice. They have like it's really good stuff. I think you would enjoy it. We can definitely go there.
Yippee! But yeah. With that, this interview comes to a close. Vera, thank you so much for coming on. You've been an amazing, stunning guest.
No, thank you for having me.
Come close. Bro's like avoiding eye contact already.
I'm too shy. I'm too shy. Okay. See, my problem is I feel like if I were to be like on a stage or whatever, and then there's no character, there's no like song for me to sing, whatever, I feel like I'd just be like this the whole time.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
enough.
thanks everyone.
Thanks for coming. But you know what's funny with stage stuff? Like I find it a little bit easier because like I can't see shit in the audience because like I'm short-sighted.
Real, the lights.
I'm short-sighted, so
I'm very short-sighted as well. You look blurry right now.
Thanks. I'm not wearing my glasses right now. So like I can't see shit right now. No, I'm just kidding. But like no, it's actually no, I can't. It's not that far away from me, so like I can see pretty clearly. But yeah, so Vera, where can people find you on socials, and would you like to promote anything? I'll link it all in the description.
Shit. Okay.
See, I know you do like 13 things, and I will promote all 13 things in the description, so go nuts.
Don't worry. Vera Tan VA on Twitter. My art account there is dead, so don't bother. Veratan.fun on Instagram if you really, really want. Most of the time there it's just stories about Melbourne, stories about boy.
Boy.
This is probably going to come out after the fact, but I think the Streamily shop is still going to be up. I have Loolilalu prints, and you can make me draw on the print, which is stressful, but you can do it. Someone's asked me to do it. It's already very stressful. Like, I'm thinking about it, and I have to do it live.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask. I feel like I'm gonna join the stream, and I'm gonna ask Vera to draw Drake and Josh from Nickelodeon.
Stop! I don't know how to draw those people. Okay, please don't.
No, I'm kidding. I won't do that. But like, if you guys genuinely want requests, please, if the Streamly is up and open by the time this video comes out, please do.
No, it probably is. It probably is. The Streamily store is already live, and I don't imagine it'll be not going live anytime soon. Yeah. And like, who knows? Maybe check back in 3 years, and there'll be more than one print on there.
Knowing you'll probably make like a fuck ton anyway, and then you'll just have them like locked up somewhere for the next one.
No, I have the stack of prints outside behind me right now. It's like this thick. And I'm just like, oh god. Yeah, I don't know. I'm scared. I don't know. Just as long as you appreciate the games I'm in, the art I do, just in general, as long as you show some modicum of appreciation, it's already gonna make my entire year. Because like as artists, the only thing we want to do is to hear feedback.
Hell yeah. Or on the other side of things, if you hate Vera's work and you want to buy things out of spite, by all means, just buy things.
Out of spite? Out of spite.
I'm joking. I swear.
I mean, like, you can if you want. I guess.
Whatever helps Vera buy a house. One step closer.
Oh yeah, the number one fun fact about me is that I love financial stability.
Don't we all, Vera?
No, I like extra love it. I love financial stability so much. But yeah, I don't know. As long as you have a good time consuming whatever media that I'm in or that I actually produce, I'm happy. Like you don't have to actively know who I am or follow me on social media. I just think it's cool if people know it.
Nah, but you should follow her on social media anyway.
No. Actually, it's better if you don't follow me on social media. You know why? Because the less you know about me, the funnier it is when they're like, "Oh, I really enjoyed XYZ thing that came out." So I can stand in the corner and be like,
"Vera, what the fuck are you doing? I'm trying to promote you. Why are you doing this?"
No. It's funnier. It's funnier because I can stand in the corner and be like, they don't know that I'm in XYZ.
Oh, true. You know what?
That meme.
You know what? I take it back. It's actually funnier. So don't.
Unfollow me on social media.
Unfollow Vera on social media. Whatever gets her off Twitter, honestly. And me too.
Dude, I already spent like minimum amount of time on Twitter.
Oh,
absolute minimum amount of time.
I'm jealous. But yeah, again, thank you so much for joining me, Vera. You've been a lovely guest once again.
Thanks for having me.
No worries. You've been lovely. And we'll see you guys next time for the next interview. Bye-bye, everybody.